People don't disappear, okay? They get disappeared. So with that operating assumption, these two Kansas moms who went missing driving through Oklahoma on Saturday, somebody had to have something to do with it. The authorities, of course, suspect foul play, but what does that mean? The point of intrigue is a custody dispute. Well, then that means that you have to look at who they were in the dispute with. And that gets us to the fundamental question, okay? Where is the father who's part of the party of the custody dispute? If he is in rehab, then he was not a possibility of the disappearance, unless he had somebody do something. But you got to start with that. And from there, you got to start asking other questions that go to being a better mind, especially when we're not getting a lot of help from the family or friends or even law enforcement. So I want to bring in the one and only Coffindaffer, former FBI agent, NewsNation law and justice contributor, Jennifer Coffindaffer. Jen, this does not make any sense. Even the silence, the idea that, well, the authorities may be asking people not to speak. Look, when your mother, daughter, sister goes missing, you want people to help find them. You got two moms missing. Where does this lead for you?
Well, for me, it tracks that they aren't exactly missing from the standpoint of just went off into the sunset. What happened is something bad has happened. And law enforcement just said that indeed they found signs of foul play in the vehicle, Chris. And that tells me blood, a disorganized scene in that vehicle, and that means somebody did something to them.
So it's not Thelma and Louise, you know, these two went off into the sunset on some weird pact. This is either someone that they were in conflict with, or it's the monster in the midst. What are the questions that have to be asked?
Well, I think law enforcement is really focusing in. They're asking witnesses questions, and then they're telling them, listen, we don't want you talking and we don't want you speaking out. This is what that tells me. I think they're getting close, Chris. I think they have someone in mind, and I think they're narrowing in, and they don't want to spoil the surprise or alert anyone as to what they're finding.
The being in the middle of nowhere is actually an opportunity for these kinds of things. So that actually makes sense. As you would say, it tracks with an understanding of when something might happen. But the key question is the father from the custody dispute, not to impugn him in any way, but either he's in rehab, which means he did not have the opportunity to be part of this directly, or he isn't. They must know the answer, right?
Exactly. According to documents, he is in rehab, and he's supposed to be in confined rehab. So not a rehab where you can come and go. But it's only about 4 hours away or so from where this crime took place. So certainly it's not under guard, if you will. Did he leave? Did he ask for a pass? Or is somebody else involved at his behest? We don't know, but you can bet this is the #1 place law enforcement is looking.
Thank God the kids are okay. Jennifer Coffindaffer, thank you very much. To be continued. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.